Hello everyone, welcome to my channel The Palm Leaf. The intention of starting this channel is to register and document the small little learnings that I've had over the last few years in terms of leadership management and basic operations. And now, in that regard, as a self improvement exercise, I would like to have a look at small little nuggets of self improvement techniques or small little learnings. And I would like to use my videos as a medium to go back to when I would want to refresh my memory on these aspects. I've already uploaded a few videos around these in terms of time management, in terms of how you would want to look at different management aspects, and I hope to continue them outside this video series. This video series is particularly to look at data analytics and visualization. I know it's a very niche kind of a domain, and I often find people looking at data and seeming to be very confused. And some people even kind of demarcate individuals as those with an analytical bent of mind and those without. I would like to encourage everyone using my videos through the medium of my videos that it is not that. There are people who observe and there are people who don't. We can actually use a lot of existing tools to look at data through different lenses, and it's very interesting and encouraging to go ahead and look at data and split it into different aspects. Um, in this regard, what I have found is there is a programming language called as R, which is used by statisticians and mathematicians and researchers to just do this exactly the way I said it. So, what I would like to kickstart off today is a video series around how we can look at data, how we can analyze data, and how we can visually represent data. What you see to the bottom right of my screen is a violin graph. Now, like a couple of months ago, I did not even know that such a graph existed, and I don't come from a tech background. So, as I said, I mean, you just need to be curious about things, and you should be open to learning, and then it is just a very different world. So let's have some fun, right? Um, in this video series, I'll be going through the R programming language and how and exploring the ggplot package. So it's a specific package which most statisticians or R users use for specifically data visualization. So it has got a n number of different graphs. It's got hybrid graphs, all your usual Excel-based graphs, and it has a lot more. So what we will try and do is slowly explore one graph after another and see what we can learn from them, right? And I like to keep my videos very short so that we achieve something at the end of every video. So when I begin each video, I would like to follow a checklist. So for this specific video, we'll be quickly looking at a very super quick introduction to R and R Studio, and just looking at basic graphs and how the ggplot package works. And we'll also cover basic installations. So the end of this video, everyone should be able to go back to this video if in case repetitively, and just be able to understand these subtle aspects so that they will have a sense of achievement towards the end. And it is also going to be philosophically matching what this channel stands for. So if you've read, the channel says that the channel name is Palm Leaf. Palm leaf is an ancient medium of communication, right? So you have small nuggets of information concised into palm leaves, right? So there are a lot of constraints when palm leaf is a medium of communication, right? It has to be very brief. You will have to talk to the point, and it is mostly of value add, and you can't. I mean, so that's the intention. The intention is to not spend too much time on multiple aspects, but just to cover one aspect in one video so that at the end of that video, that aspect is clear, and then we move on to the next video. So all set. Um, so just to begin, R is a statistical language, as I said, and R Studio is just the UI. So what you see on your screen is just the user interface, which means, and this is what connects to the backend, which is R, right? So if you, so I'll just quickly show you before you move to video number 2, you'll have to finish off certain basic installations. So the first one is you go to the CRAN website. I'll put all these links um, uh, as an extension, as an appendix to my video, so that you can actually go and click and get all these downloads quickly. I'm using a Windows machine, so what I'll first do is I'll go and download the latest version of R from Windows for Windows. Then I will go to this link, which is RStudio, and then I will download the UI. With R and RStudio downloaded and installed, so these are basic installation. You don't really need to be worried. You just follow the basic installation, and you should have it running in your systems. Last but not least, you should go and download Java, because it's useful for a lot of text analytics and data science um, related work that we are going to do in the future, right? So there are, almost all these links support different kinds of websites, different kinds of operating systems. So I'm sure you should be able to find your way through these set of downloads. The next aspect that I want to cover in this video is just an introduction to basic graphs, and this is the interesting piece. We'll also look at the ggplot package. So I usually refer a few websites. One is the R graph gallery, and one is the R statistics. You will find a lot of crazy, interesting graphs here around distribution. So the violin graph that I showed you earlier, this is like a it just shows different distribution patterns in the data, followed by correlation, ranking. You have got n number of different things. You can even map out geographies and then play around with that. We'll towards the end of the series, we'll also look at interesting animations which are interactive in nature and 3D, inclusive of 3D graphs and so on and so forth, right? So interestingly, in Excel we are very limited to just using line graphs or bar charts, but after we finish off with this series, we'll understand that there are n number of different graphs, and you can control a lot of things using data. So those are the 3 things that I wanted to quickly cover in this video. I hope to see you for the next video. Thank you very much for watching.